Oh, I just decided that I'm so relaxed.
Oh my god.
I'm a Can you hear me?
I can hear.
Look at me.
Hello.
Gather around.
Yes.
Gather around, everyone.
I'm I'm the only one here, but yes.
Come close.
Hi.
I'm a tea drinker now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
a chamomile. I'm a chamomile kind of guy. And
How's it going for you?
shut the fuck up for 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm really calm right now, and I don't want you to fuck that up. Explain to the listeners how I am currently.
How your current state?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, to the simple man, the common onlooker, it would look like you were asleep.
A layman
A common layman
would suggest you're lethargic.
would not know that you're currently podcasting as your job.
And
no.
why is that?
You are not. We are on the bed, but not only are we on the bed,
We are in the bed.
we are in the bed. We are about 4 blankets deep in the bed.
I got my head on a pillow.
and you're
I'm-
fully laying down.
Can you do me a quick favor?
Yeah?
Really quick?
Yeah?
Why don't you go down to the kitchen and boil me up a chamomile?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's hankering for more.
It's made me a little misogynistic. Because I snap my fingers and expect one now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're so relaxed now
Yeah.
that you couldn't keep up the...
I
it was
just-
too
the
much effort to
facade,
keep
yeah.
up the facade.
The facade of respecting you.
He's relaxed
Once
into his natural state of being a
Once
misogynist.
I let the guard down. This is the real me, everyone.
It
And
all
Billy,
comes-
while you're here, would it kill you to put a little honey in it?
Oh my god.
There you go. And with my last bit of totally chilled out strength. There we go. We are in bed too, by the way. That's not a joke.
We are in bed.
God damn it. I want to talk throughout this part, but
I always do.
the levels are usually pretty fucked.
Admittedly pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Really relaxing intro by Slow Smog.
Super sleepy intro by Slow Smog.
We are actually in bed.
Yeah.
Not on bed,
We're in the blankies.
in the blankies.
Yeah.
And I got these little wintertime booties on.
Oh, you do? I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
to keep my feet warm and my heart pure.
I introduced you to the concept of the wintertime booty.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
cool. I like them. Like they look cool too. They're not just
They do.
for me. They're for everyone.
They're for everyone who sees
Who
me.
gets to see me
It's
in
a
these.
gift
Yeah,
to them.
I go take out the garbage and people will go, those look great.
Hey, you're really bringing the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
With
everyone
those.
who sees you in your little winter booties.
And I am a chamomile drinker now.
It's true.
You know what rules?
What?
Chamomile.
Okay.
You know what sucks?
What?
Muesli.
Oh. Don't, no, well, now I disagree with you.
Muesli is terrible.
You loved muesli last week.
That wasn't me. That was a horse on the podcast. I think that was a horse speaking.
It was the spirit of a horse speaking through me.
You know, I channeled a horse, and it made me like muesli for 2 weeks. You know what muesli's for?
What?
Horses.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Oh, you did. You loved it.
It's just oats.
Yeah, that's the good thing.
It hurts my stomach.
Okay.
There's a bit too much fiber in it, I think.
All right.
I like it as a concept, but I'm over it.
I'm not.
That's just a little update for everyone asking me about muesli lately.
Yeah.
I'm through it.
Okay, so the life cycle of your relationship to muesli has been this. 30 years you didn't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
So that was the majority of it.
And then
And
I
then-
became a little intrigued.
I introduced you to the concept and you said that sounds fucking disgusting. It's just raw oats. What the fuck are you doing?
And then overnight, as some sort of a witch-like curse, I became a horse.
Yeah. Of course.
Of course I was a horse.
Of course I was a horse.
Momentarily.
You loved muesli when we made it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was good, and it still is good. It's just I hate it.
Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't sit well in my stomach.
you hate it for what it did to you.
It doesn't really do that much to me. It's just kind of like it keeps me full for too long, and like a bowl of it's like 90 calories. Like I think I can't eat it. You know,
I think that's why people like it.
I don't like it.
It's more than that. You
I need the calorie dense meal.
Okay, yeah. He needs 2 frozen burritos and then 2 prepackaged kind bars.
Well, there's 2 separate flavors, and there's 2 bars per thing.
So 4 bars.
I'm adding a cool 400 calories to my my
Yeah.
breakfast like that.
Yeah.
And you know what's in it?
What?
Oats.
Oh.
Horse
Oh my god,
food.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing. Usually I'll make my breakfast
Yeah.
or my lunch or something, and then I'll add a couple kind bars to it.
Yeah.
I can't add a couple kind bars to muesli. Then I'll start neighing.
Just eat more muesli.
No.
Just eat a bigger bowl of it.
No way.
Why?
The horse thing mostly.
Okay, all right.
It's the horse thing.
All right. That's fair enough.
You think our energy is good on this podcast?
I think it is what it is.
Hey, speaking of our podcast,
Yeah.
this is an advice podcast, by the way. My name is
It
Mitch.
My name is Billy. Hello, welcome to the show. We answer emails on this show. We read emails and we answer them, and we try to give advice to people who write into our dear inbox. Would you like to tell them where they can write into our dear inbox?
Please send us a dear email to our dear inbox.
Yeah.
That's all the space in between at gmail.com. Last week we were begging and groveling for questions, and we got like too many.
You did come through. Admittedly, you all did come through.
I need you to keep that same energy every week from here
Keep
on
it
out.
up. Yes.
Because we love the selection and we feel bad for the things we didn't pick. Mm-hmm. But a lot of great emails this week, so thank you.
Yeah. It's true. It's true.
Before we get into the show, though, a little update on the podcasting room, because we are, and I can't stress this enough, podcasting from bed still.
In the bed.
Yeah. We're getting more in bed every time we record.
It's become more of a bedcast.
Next week we'll be asleep. Yeah, for the whole show.
We'll be fully under the blanket.
Yeah.
Tent style.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. That would actually be kind of cool. And every so often, you just gotta lift it to
get the
fresh
oxygen
air in. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We hung out under the covers a little bit ago while watching Buffy, or after watching Buffy. Remember, we were just
did.
hanging out,
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
exchanging, bonding. I'm
Bonding.
starting to like you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're starting to
Oh
to
my
grow on me.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the podcasting room is almost getting ready to have a couch in it. We did a lot of work.
So it's not ready.
No. Okay. I feel like every time we bring it up, we get comments or people sending me messages and stuff being like, when will it be recorded on video? So not like next episode or anything, because we have to set, dude, we're 2 small people.
Small, weak people.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm pretty strong.
You are pretty
but-
strong. You proved that when we were moving all the heavy shit with my brother.
Yeah, I did. We're still small people.
We're not large, but we
Mm-hmm.
are in charge of this. And we say probably not till like the end of the year, the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
The end of this year, the beginning of next year, will we actually like be at a place where we can, though if we do buy a camera, we have to do it by the end of this year.
Why?
Tax reasons. Yeah, I got to write it off.
Okay, but then it could also be taxed for next year. So, you know.
I wanted the quick payoff.
Oh,
you know?
okay. Yeah.
I want that quick payoff.
I don't want to future-proof.
No, I'm not thinking about Future Mitch at all.
No, I'm
if
thinking
I
about
if I thought about Future Mitch for a second, I wouldn't be in this mess now, owing the IRS as much as I do. Okay, I'm trying to save me, not him.
I don't know who
give
he is.
I don't give a shit about him. But we moved a bunch of saying we. I do mean you and my brother. Moved a bunch of heavy shit from the merch room into what's soon to be the merch room, which is the garage, which is really coming together.
It is.
And the couch that we ordered that we're going to be podcasting from is being delivered on Tuesday.
A podcasting couch.
Our very own podcasting couch is going to get here. I forgot what it looks like.
Me too, kind of.
A surprise.
yeah.
A Christmas miracle. Speaking of Christmas, we set up our Christmas tree yesterday.
We did.
It's
we
cute.
did.
And I
Yeah.
set you up a little advent calendar, which I just learned what that was. An advent calendar in the form of like little stockings.
Yeah.
They're all numbered and they're
Yeah,
above the fireplace.
24 little socks.
Yeah, it's been really cute.
It has been very, very cute. I decorated the tree.
When you explained to me what an advent calendar was, I was like,
Yeah.
huh, never heard of that. We don't have that here.
Yeah.
And then since then, I've been noticing like everybody knows what it is but me. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, right. I guess I just don't celebrate Christmas.
we were talking about it in the Discord, and a couple of American people were like, "That's not a thing," and then everyone else chimed in like, "What the? Yes, it is. They're sold in every supermarket."
I'm with the people who say that's not a thing.
And
I've
you-
never had an advent
Right,
calendar.
but you were like, I was thinking maybe like, oh, maybe it's not a Southern California thing, you know?
For
But
Christmas,
then
we go surfing.
One of our friends who's from San Diego was like, I've had them every year of my life.
I've never had one.
I think maybe your family was just, I hate to break this to you, negligent.
Yeah, a bit. But
Bad at Christmas. Not bad at
But-
Christmas, just not super into Christmas.
we were pretty into Christmas at some points. And I've never had an advent calendar. But you say they're available at every grocery store.
Yeah.
But when we were looking for them on Instacart, which searches many grocery stores, we found 2.
We found a few.
We found a 2.
There was definitely a few. Was it that we were looking for vegan ones specifically? That
No.
was the issue.
No. We were there were 2 at Walmart. They were Lego themed.
Yeah.
And then there was one that was like a
why
mystery
did you
one.
say
that's-
Lego themed with such disdain?
So you wanted the Lego one.
No, but a kid would.
I can fill yours with Legos. It's not too late.
I don't need
All right, cool.
Legos.
Legos. That was easy. Legos and Hot Wheels, because those are the 2 themes we saw.
But they are mostly for children.
Why am I spending this much time? You know how hard it was to... it's been fun. I actually kind of been having a ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's been kind of a You've like thawed my little Grinch heart recently. Because now there's a beautiful tree in my living room that's
Yeah.
completely decorated. I haven't done that in so long.
Yeah.
And it's a real tree too. We actually
It
paid for a
is.
real tree, and it's beautiful. And also, the guy that delivered it looked like Mac DeMarco,
And he was beautiful.
and he was gorgeous, a gorgeous man.
A gorgeous man delivering a gorgeous tree.
He was really nice though. He was like, "Water it," and I was like, "Yes, Mac DeMarco."
When's the new album dropping, sir?
Drop the album, sir. And he's like, "What?" So we've been busy,
Yeah.
but now we're
Yeah.
tired.
That's
And
why
in-
we're in
And
bed.
in bed and ready to answer your little questions on this advice podcast. My name is Mitch Sadsel.
No.
All the space in the advice club.
This
And-
is terrible. This is like saying the
Name
wrong
during
name during
sex.
sex.
Yeah.
You just said the wrong podcast name during our
Whatever.
podcast.
I miss her.
Sad Soul Advice Club.
Sadsel advice club. Yeah.
The sporadic podcast you had back in the Tumblr years with
Yeah.
Christian Novelli.
The peak, baby. Back in my day, we used to post a podcast on Tumblr. What?
Yeah, 3 times a year.
3? Yeah, we did it. We did it not on schedule, but people loved it. Why? Why?
Why?
Because Christian was a YouTuber back then. That's why. You youngin'? You little nobody? You snot nose? Get the fuck off of me.
Don't touch me.
Christian
Don't touch me.
was a blessed vlogger.
Put some respect on his name.
Christian Novelli
Yeah.
from Vans Warp Tour. He was on Vans. Well, he walked around the parking lot.
He was at Vans Warped Tour. Yeah.
Ever heard of the Used? Yeah. Christian liked the Used.
Stupid.
Can we get to a question?
Can we answer a question, please? All right. I think I'm reading the first one.
Yeah, go for it.
I need to pee, so I'm hoping this won't take too long.
Well, we take a specific amount of time every episode. So we'll be around an hour.
I'm hoping
Yeah.
we're going to be done by about the 15-minute mark.
Yeah, no, we're exactly like 14 in currently.
Oh, shit.
So
Okay. Well, go fast. All right. This one is called A Simple Not So Humble Request. And it says, Dear Mr. Small and Scrawny. Now, I'm not sure if Mr. Small and Scrawny are 2 separate people.
that's what I thought at first when we read this.
And
Mr.
if so, who
Small
is who?
and Scrawny. And I was
Yeah.
thinking, I thought I was Mr. Small until I heard Scrawny.
Until you got
and
to
I
the
was like,
Scrawny
okay, I'm
part.
definitely Scrawny. You're Mr. Small.
Yeah.
But then read just the first sentence here.
You have been on my top artist. No, I read it wrong.
So try, okay, this time though, hold on.
Yeah.
This time when you read it, try reading what it says.
Oh, like
Yeah.
the words
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
email in the
Yeah.
right order?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
It all wraps up here.
All right. You have been my top artist on Spotify for the past 7 years.
Stop. So I'm Mr. Tall. Mr. Tall. God, I wish. Mr. Small. Mr. Small and Scrawny.
You're Mr. Small and Scrawny.
That's me.
One person.
Mystery solved.
Yeah.
Next
Mr. Scrawny.
email. Let's get to it. Okay, hold on. Just start it from the top and then I'll add the music because I'm not going to bother editing all that. So start it from here and then I'll start the music.
All right. Dear Mr. Small and Scrawny, you have been my top artist on Spotify for the past 7 years. This year I even made it to the top 1%. Therefore, I think I've earned a request. Please restock the medium size of this shirt on your shop so that I may tell my fiancé so that he may proceed to purchase it for me as a gift so that I may proceed to wear it. Smiley face. Thanks, your most loyal listener. And then they attached a handy screenshot of the shirt that they are requesting.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you curious, is the Valerian shirt in cream.
Yeah, it's the cream colored Valerian
Yeah.
shirt. Mm-hmm. First of all, I'll have you know we placed an order for that shirt. And they should be working on it now.
We did. We placed an order to restock a bunch of merch recently. So, yeah, it will be back in stock.
Yeah, we placed that order last month, but it was like during the holidays. So
Yeah.
they were out. But now they're back in biz and making shirts, and I'm hoping they're working on mine. Yeah, we placed an order for that shirt. Mm-hmm. Restock on sleep shirts, like always. And the hoodies? Are we doing the hoodies again?
We're doing the hoodies.
New merch is... No, actually, same old merch. Restock on merch is coming soon. And then...
But...
Well, I wanted to address this.
Okay.
What'd they call me? I forget. It's Mr. Tall and Brawny. What did I hear?
Oh, that's your brother.
Tall and brawny. I'll have you know him and I are the same height, I think.
Are you?
Yeah. Does he look taller than me?
He looks taller from a distance.
Oh, interesting. Wow. I guess, yeah, he is. So he's standing on all the masculine energy he has.
Yeah. I see.
Well, his shoulders make him look so tall. They're so rippled. That doesn't count.
Okay. No, Mr. Small and Scrawny. How do you feel?
Fine.
Oh. How do you feel about being so many people's top Spotify artist?
That rules. Like I mean, okay, hold on. Let's discuss the Wrapped.
Okay.
Really quick.
Yeah.
First of all, the podcast did really well.
It did. The podcast did really well.
Yeah, we got a lot of people who were like, "You were my number one podcast," and I listened to this and blah blah blah.
That made me so happy.
You know, the minutes there are a little bit skewed because listening to a song takes a couple minutes. Listening to a podcast eats up 60 minutes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, but still, people spent that time with us. The podcast did really, really well. So
yeah, it did.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, I was super happy when I woke up to like notifications of people tagging me in stuff in a Spotify Wrapped. So I was like, are they confused? They think I'm part of Flat Sound.
First of all, lots of people do think you're part of Flat Sound.
They do, yeah.
And it's because I'm always referring to Flat. I'm always like, yeah, we're going to do something.
Yeah.
Because you help with every aspect of Flat Sound.
But not the musical part.
Not the
writing and performing songs part.
Look, they say.
Yeah.
And by they, I of course do mean the Insane Clown Posse.
Okay.
They say that ICP is not just 2 members.
All right.
The Insane Clown Posse is many members. It's everybody on Psychopathic, everybody on the crew, everybody that helps mix the songs or promote it, or the street team, their manager. Everybody's a part of Insane Clown Posse. Shaggy and Jay are just the faces. They're the ones that write it. But they couldn't do that. The posse is not just them. The Insane Clown Posse, they're just...
Everyone's a part of the Insane Clown Posse.
Well, no, unfortunately.
Even me?
No, that's what I was going to get to. I knew you were going to make this about yourself, but no, you're not a part of ICP.
Okay,
but
well, that's devastating.
I guess Billy Bill is. I guess Jump Steady is a part of ICP.
Yeah.
But not you or me. Yeah.
That's a shame.
I'm saying that with that in mind, you are a part of Flat Sound.
I get you. Yeah.
Flat Sound is what it is, and we're always saying, oh yeah, we will blank blank blank.
Yeah.
We're restocking merch, we'll get back to you, blah blah blah. So it doesn't surprise me that people think that Flat Sound is more than one person, because in many ways it is.
As an enterprise, yes it is.
Yeah.
But I am not writing or performing the songs.
You're not writing or performing or talented.
Oh.
Musically talented.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not musically talented at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You can't sing.
I know you're joking, but I'll accept it. Yeah.
I'm not joking.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I tried to have you on that song years ago.
Ah!
Yeah, it was whack.
Don't talk to me about
That
that.
was shameful.
You did have me on a song more recently than that, though.
Did I? What did I have you on?
Yeah, but you had me on a wishing track, but you distorted my voice to all fuck. And also, you asked me to record it, then you went away and you mixed for a while, then you came back and said, can you do this in an American accent?
I did.
I said, fuck off.
Yeah.
And then I did it.
And then you did it, and it sounded great.
'Cause I love you.
That was actually cool because your vocals are on I Don't Care,
Yeah.
the wishing track. Mm-hmm. And I asked you to do that through a Skype call because you were still at home.
Yeah.
And I was like, I just need your voice on it. It'll be so cool. And it turned out good.
It did.
It turned out really good. Also,
Yeah.
you and Brooke are at the beginning of that album too.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, not singing or performing, but talk. What kind of? You guys are singing Happy Birthday to me.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brooke did not help.
No. I was carrying that on my own shoulders. No, but people were tagging me in Spotify Wrapped stuff, and I was like, huh? What? Why? And then I was like, oh, the podcast.
The podcast is-
yeah, they're tagging me because we're like their top podcast, and we got like a lot of mentions. And
We got a lot of
it
mentions
was
for
so
that.
sweet.
It was extremely, extremely sweet.
Yeah.
And then the flat sound thing was just mind blowing, man. Like just to look at those numbers, I don't often think about it because I kind of like know where it is at all times. I think I'm always like,
Yeah.
I'm doing good because we rely on it, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, yeah, I'm getting enough streams. Cool. I didn't know how much it had grown in the last year. With every year, I'm always thinking this has got to be the peak, right? This has got to be the peak. And if I could just sustain this, I'd be happy as fuck. Because
Yeah.
I don't have a huge interest in growing, you know?
Uh-huh.
I'm really happy with what we accomplish, and I just want to keep doing it. But just to compare the numbers, last year, Flat Sound plays were at 18 million.
Yeah.
And I was like, wowzers, that is so much. That's so many millions of plays. That's so cool. And this year I was like, man, I hope it's the same amount because I thought it was going to be, and it was not. It was not 18 million. It was 30 million. What the fuck? Like that's nuts. So we're
That's crazy to me.
I know.
That's like another third.
I know.
On top.
Oh gosh, and it's so flattering and it's so good. So I appreciate every single person that was listening. To the people who were just in I've seen people in the 1%, like the 0.5, the 0.01%, some of them, because some of these people, we were doing a thing on Instagram and on Twitter where we were like, show us, tell us how many minutes. If I was your top artist,
Yeah.
how many minutes, and then we're giving the top 5 signed records. So Brooke's working on that right
That's
now.
a nice thing to do.
Yeah. Just as it's completely free. You don't have to pay for shipping or anything. I don't
Yeah.
care where in the world you live.
It's just sick of you that you listen to me that much. Thank you.
We'll send you one. Here's a signed record.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So we're working on that. And man, I saw some of the numbers and I was like, 7,000 minutes. My God, that's so much. If you add it up,
Yeah.
that's a lot of time. Wow. 17,000 minutes? That seems fake. That's 30,000? 70,000?
What the
80,
fuck?
90,000. People were getting
What the
over
fuck?
100,000 minutes listened and showing me the screenshots. And they were like, yeah, I fall asleep to your music every single night. Like,
That's
fuck, dude, looks like it.
That is unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
unbelievable.
So
Oof.
just a very, very genuine, if you're at that cross section where you listen to Flat Sound and you listen to this podcast, thank you so much.
Yeah.
That-
This person is
it's
in
been a
that
great
cross
year.
section. Yeah.
It's been a great, great year.
Very, very cool. Very cool to see. I love it. Do you, before we get on to the next question, you might say no. Do you want to talk about what happened on Twitter?
Yeah. Okay, hold on. I just threw my phone across the bed. Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's get into it. Yeah.
Man, but I feel bad because, like, I know that some of those people are probably going to be listening and then they'll feel bad. But it's no one in particular we're talking about. We're talking about
No.
Twitter as a platform.
Yeah.
We're talking about Twitter as a platform. But
if this is you, don't feel singled out. It was everyone.
It was everyone on Twitter.
Everyone.
It was everybody on Twitter. But it's just such a stark difference, man. It's just such a stark fucking difference. We were originally going to do that giveaway just on Twitter. Because we were like, people can post screenshots, whatever, and we're not going to want to look through a bunch of messages. And then last minute, I was like, no, let's do it on Instagram too. And then we'll just have people tell us, and then we can, if they're one of the tops, we can have them prove it after.
Yeah,
you
we'll
know?
DM them. Yeah.
So We post it on Instagram and it goes very, very well. Everyone's sharing their numbers. They get it immediately. I explain it in a way where it's just like, hey, thank you so much for listening. This is great. Hey, tell us how many minutes you spent listening to Flat Sound, blah, blah, because everybody was showing me that. Look how many minutes. And they got it immediately. Instagram got it immediately. And I was getting hundreds of comments from people. And I was like, this is awesome. This is cool. And for a second, I was like, don't even post it on Twitter. No, post it on Twitter. Let's just see.
We should give Twitter a chance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I post the same thing on Twitter. And I post it. And all day, previously that whole day, people were showing me their minutes. They're showing me screenshots. They were tagging me and stuff, whatever. So I want to see some of those screenshots. Hey, show me this thing. We're going to pick the top 5, blah, blah, whatever. And then suddenly no one understood. Suddenly no one got what the fuck that meant. Because there were people that were like, bestie, how? And I'm just like, oh, okay, they'll figure it out. 10 minutes pass. No one's figured it out.
Yeah.
No, people are screenshotting, but they're screenshotting the wrong thing. They're screenshotting stuff from Apple Music. They're screenshotting something that isn't even from that thing. They're screenshotting the hours.
Yeah.
One person shows the hours and another person's like, how did you find this? And in my head, I'm like, that's not even the thing I'm looking.
It's not what I want.
That's not even the thing that I was asking. No. Please,
No.
Twitter, please just do this right. Come on. Instagram did it. Instagram did it.
Yeah,
Don't let
Instagram did it
be
so
smarter
easy.
Than you.
Yeah.
Nobody understood for the longest time. And it sounds ridiculous that this is that it was kind of another one of those kind of like last straw moments.
Yeah.
Where I was like, I think this just really illustrates how well I didn't like how people were talking to me. I didn't like how they were talking to each other. It all felt very scripted. It all felt very fandom-esque. It all felt very, I do feel a certain, this sounds like I'm just complaining at this point, but I feel a certain bit of confusion when somebody becomes very obsessed with my music. And their other top artists are just like 3 members of One Direction.
Yeah,
and
all the members of One Direction separately. Yeah,
and then just a random pop star, you know.
Yeah,
and they're just like stands of each of them, and I'm thrown in there. I don't know what happened there, but I don't want to be that.
Yeah,
I never wanted to be that. And those are the people who will send you weird messages, and those are the people and those were the same people that also, you know, a lot of them weren't understanding.
No,
and they were just run, and it felt so. This is Twitter.
Of course it is. Yeah. Twitter is all people not understanding things and then telling other people. And then someone's like, how did you do this? And then they tell them how to do it wrong. And then, like, Twitter is all just that.
It felt like a
and
weird...
people being condescending.
It felt like a weird microcosm of just, like, what Twitter is like. It's like what it's like compared to other platforms, you know? Twitter is this weird place where people know not all the information, but want to share it in a way to one-up somebody that will hopefully destroy somebody when they don't know. Twitter is the only place that encourages in quote tweets and in replies and stuff. Twitter's the only place that I see someone will just share something and the responses are always trying to be like the funniest response. They're not there to actually support you in a weird way. They're just not.
Yeah, it's very strange. Like when people comment on Instagram, their comments are usually quite like
on topic,
relevant. They're kind of genuine. They're talking to you as if they're like telling you something.
It's like talking to a person.
Yeah. On Twitter, everyone's only talking in like the format of a meme.
Yes, exactly. Like, everybody just talks in the format of a meme.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing I don't understand about Twitter. You don't see these memes blowing up in the same way on Instagram or on other platforms, but just for an entire week on Twitter, it'll just be like the feminine urge to blank, and then the this or that. Yeah, but they're always
2 guys on the bus.
Yeah, and then but they're always just depicting normal thoughts.
Yes.
And I'm like, you didn't have to wait for this ad lib to come out for you to share this opinion.
You could have just said it.
Why didn't you ever share this opinion before? But all of them are just waiting for the meme to drop so that they can all say the same thing and hopefully you'll get shared, because I don't want anything to do with that. That feels like anti-art to me. It feels like anti-thought to me. And it was just so funny that I have these very powerful opinions about this platform, and when you just did an A/B study, hey, you two, do the same things. Mm-hmm. One of them fucked it up entirely, and the other ones got it immediately.
Yeah.
It was like lab rats, man. It was just like, holy shit. I was pacing around my kitchen going, this all makes sense. It all makes perfect sense. And these are the people that want to weirdly like destroy me. Because that's what you'll see sometimes. You'll see there's nothing more dangerous than not understanding, but being on a platform that encourages you to voice your opinion anyway. You know?
Yeah.
That is the epitome of misinformation. That's and I just don't like it.
Yeah, like a funny thing happened because like, and I'm not exaggerating, it was for if you look at the replies now, like a lot of them, they eventually got it. But
you guys eventually got it, and it was great.
Yeah, as we were watching it come in real time though, it took maybe a full fucking hour before it was a reply that wasn't someone A, doing it wrong, B, just asking the wrong person how they did that so they could also do it wrong, C, answering a different question that you didn't even ask. Like, when all the information was all right there in your tweet, and again, Instagram got the same information as they understood it. Like, so as it was happening in real time, for literally about the first hour, we were just like, I can't believe nobody understands.
In a weird way though, I can believe it because if I talk about stan culture, and I'm going to tread lightly here because I know that these are people's lives. These are people's entire lives that they're dedicating to like hyping up one artist, you know, because they want to be a part of something. And I think that that's very valuable. But what I'm saying and what I've said for years is that I don't want anything to do with it. And I don't, because when you're treating fucking, who cares, Harry Styles like that, he doesn't have to see it.
Yeah.
I'm not a celebrity.
Yeah.
So it affects me so much more to be dehumanized. It affects me so much more to not be treated like a person.
Of course.
And to just be treated like someone that you're just trying to, not because you like the song, but because you want to feel like you're accomplishing something in helping artificially inflate something. I want no part of it. I just want to write songs, and I want to be left alone most of the time.
Yeah.
And people don't want that, and they'll you can tell the types of people that do that because they, one, won't understand what you're talking about most of the time, and two, expect a lot from you.
Yeah.
When they send you these vastly personal, oversharing, trauma dumpy messages, because they're just like, well, I send this to everybody and no one ever responds, but I'm probably the only person that's actually reading it.
Yeah.
And it's triggering and it's weird, and don't do it. So yeah, there's a real even split there. Twitter failed that entirely, and it actually kind of gave me a breakdown, man. Like I was pacing around my kitchen just being like, it makes perfect sense. It all makes perfect sense. This platform is rotten and it's on its last leg and it's dying anyway. So why the fuck am I? And I'm just like, what? Like it's just like why? I post a fucking tweet. It gets like 300 likes. It's not what it used to be. I used to post a tweet. That was before the algorithm completely changed everything. And blah blah blah. And I could just post a fucking leaf on Instagram and I get people saying, oh my god, you changed my life. Blah blah blah. You know, and they're so positive and they're so good and they're just trying to talk to me. Whereas I post something sincere on Twitter and somebody makes a joke about it. Or I post a joke on Twitter and somebody tries to say something weird and too personal to me because no one knows how to respond. Like it doesn't feel like communication to me anymore.
No,
it's not communication.
No, it's not. No, it's like a farce of communication. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, I don't know. It's all just for the benefit of other people seeing it. It's not for you. You know, it's for they don't even expect you to see it because they're so used to musicians not even fucking running their own accounts or anything.
I really do think that people interacting on there, just like you just said, it's for other people because that's what they expect. Your response to someone on Twitter is just as much content as their post.
Yeah.
And it's not like that on other platforms. It's you posting something and that belongs to you and they're showing appreciation for it or they're wanting to talk to you or they're telling you something. Whereas you post something on Twitter and it's encouraged that they quote tweet it, make it their own thing, quote tweet it, disagree with it when they don't understand, quote tweet it, trying to make it some big drama. Respond in a way where they're trying to like...
Hey, reply with the funniest GIF you can find.
Right, exactly. And it's weird because Instagram's not good, but Twitter is garbage.
It is, yeah. But you were pretty worked up. But like, what was cool was that eventually you got to a point of being so worked up about it that you were just like, you just achieved like a state of bliss.
I was in Nirvana. Yeah.
I wash my hands of this.
That's what I said. I looked at the platform and I was just like, I'm free.
I'm done.
I think it's done now.
I'm finished.
I think it's not beneficial to me.
Yeah.
I think they changed too much stuff and this platform is dying so much that it doesn't matter.
All it is a host for people to have spaces where they talk about NFTs now.
That's all it is. Yeah. All it is people who... like, look, man, I want you to do better, but you gotta stop being fucking lame.
Yeah.
And you know what's especially fucking... Like, Twitter is... I see the people that actively use Twitter still, and I'm just like... Lame. You're lame, bro. You're lame. You're lame because because you're so void of a fucking personality that you're waiting for the next fucking ad-lib meme to come out for you to just say something that you could have said last week, but you knew it wouldn't blow up, so that opinion didn't matter then until you thought it could actually get likes.
Yeah, until you could fit it into a meme format. Yeah.
Until you could fit it into a predetermined to be successful meme format.
Yeah.
Because you're so void of your own fucking personality or opinion, and because then the opinions they shared are so entry level, so blanket statementy that it doesn't even fucking matter. That we've said the same thing over and over and over again, just with different memes on top of them, and then on top of that, they're just full. Oh, it just makes me cringe so fucking much that even when people on Twitter are just like bad people, it's almost like they want to be bad people because it gives them some excuse to just be like, this is the beginning of my villain arc. And it's just like, dude, can you get a personality? Can you please get a fucking personality, dude? You don't have to do this. You don't have to fucking...
Yeah, the thing about people posting, like, it's just like just a vague thought, but if you just posted it just as a thought, no one would care. So you have to wait until the meme format comes along so that you can be like, oh, the feminine urge to get dressed, fucking whatever, you know, it literally as vague as that, something that everyone does. Here's the thing, it has to be something that everyone does. So by nature, it can't be that funny or fucking interesting.
And by nature, it attracts normies.
Yeah, but that's how it blows up, because everyone's like, I do that.
Yeah.
Like the old...
It's the old Nat meme from fucking forever ago, you know?
I do that.
Yeah. It was an old fucking Vine that she did fucking forever ago. I do that, right? Yeah. That's a super old Nat Vine, right? That was Nat.
It is,
yeah.
My God. Left to London, yeah.
That. And it's still that.
It is still that. It's just that. But now more than ever, I think it's just like the most basic thing so that the most people can be like, I do that. And then it gets the most likes, you know? But if you didn't post it in the meme format, then it wouldn't work. So it's bad, man. It's bad.
Well, here's the bottom line, too, is that lots of people gain genuine enjoyment from this thing.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
I wash my hands of it. It's lame to me. I've expressed why I think it's lame. I've expressed even why I think it's harmful and why I think it's toxic, why I think it's counterproductive, and why it makes me feel bad. And people are still throughout it all more than welcome to say, I like this broken little platform that's just turning into a space where men talk about NFTs. Because there's something about Twitter that makes people feel very unique too. But it's just not as cutting edge as people think. It's just not. It's a shell of it. It's
yeah, for sure.
It's a shell of what it once was.
Definitely.
And I could draw it out on paper for you exactly where it changed and exactly how it changed. That it just turned into a cash cow for the people that are running the site or the people that are running ads on the site because they're just trying to keep you there as long as possible.
Yeah.
And why they're tricking you with this illusion of something, this illusion of fucking relativity that makes it so that you think that something you said was so funny that it got 300,000 notes. That's fake too. Notes, listen to my old ass. Likes. Yeah. It's all fake. The whole thing. And that little experiment threw me. It wasn't even on purpose. I just saw it and was like, wow. The ones that don't understand are the ones that are the most vocal.
Yeah.
That is a dangerous mix and I'm out.
It's always like that though. It wasn't that example was so bad. It really was just like the straw that
it was a harmless thing It was
totally
a completely harmless thing.
that somehow was just like a wider metaphor for the whole platform.
It was a mic. Is that a term that I'm using correctly? Microcosm.
Yeah.
It is microcosm.
Uh-huh.
And it blew my mind.
Yeah.
And to that,
crazy.
I thank you. I absolutely thank you because wow.
Because now I know I don't have to log on anymore.
I've always, since the Tumblr days, I've always been asking people one thing, and that's I would get new fans, and they're a little bit younger, and they're just like, wow, I just found out about all this. So what do we call ourselves? And I just put an end to it right there and go, no, nothing. Don't do this. I'm a person, and you can message me whenever you want. Maybe I'll respond. But I'm just my own person. I'm not looking for a team or an army.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. I'm just here to fucking write songs, and that's it. Not on a label, not anything like that. I don't need you to artificially inflate my stuff, and I don't want you to, because all of that, when you do it to a person, a real person, not someone. Celebrities are facades. They are a face. They are a marketing team.
Yeah, they're the face of a team. Usually.
They're the face of a team. I'm a guy.
Yeah.
With a panic disorder, and I don't want you dehumanizing me.
No.
But man, 30 mil in a year.
Jeez.
Come on.
Jeez.
Give me that at least.
Give me it. Give him it. Give me it. Give it. Go on.
Give me a fucking round of applause for the 30
there we
million
go.
streams in a single year. Come on. Also,
Very good.
Spotify added me to the all new indie playlist.
They did, yeah.
And NPR had a playlist.
Crazy.
Look at this shit.
He's making maneuvers.
I'm making maneuvers.
He's making moves. Cute and good.
You think people are going to hate us about the Twitter thing? I think yes, but I'm not going to be on Twitter to see it. So.
Tweet at us if you give a shit. Yeah.
You don't care.
Right, yeah,
no,
we
I was almost like deleting my account. You're like, no, don't use it for merch. Don't delete it.
You were, yeah. You were like on the brink of deactivate. I was like, if anything, you can just, if you really don't want it that much, then just like log out. I'll change the password.
Yeah.
I'll just use it to tweet the things you need to tweet,
Right.
about releases,
new
and stuff
song
like that.
releases, merchandise, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ever wanted, craved to be a part of something that wasn't Twitter, that was Flat Sound adjacent, there is a Discord out there that you can have access to.
Yeah.
If you go to patreon.com/flatsound, any tier at all will join the Discord. It is not charged monthly. There's a $3 tier, a $5 tier, and an $8 tier, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And you get different things, but every single one of the tiers comes with instant Discord access. If Discord is your jam, it's fun and it's good. And we just watched our first movie stream of December. That was fun. We watched The Santa Claus.
Yeah.
One of my favorite films. It was
Yeah.
The Santa Claus starring Tim Allen.
I really didn't want to watch it.
No, you were saying that a lot to me.
Yeah. I was really hesitant about watching it, and I will never doubt you again.
It's a great film.
I loved watching the Santa Claus
was a
with
good
Tim Allen, with
fucking
you
movie.
and everyone in
It's a
the
Disney
Discord.
movie.
Yeah, to be honest, like watching anything in the Discord is a lot of fun. I love we're just making jokes the whole way through it.
Yeah, we're just
It's
chatting
really
through
good.
it.
It's
It's
really
fun.
good. Yeah.
So we have 4 more streams for the month.
Yeah, we do.
Come join us, man. Patreon.com/flatsound if you want to support anything like that. If you want to be a part of a much more artistic and bigger brained Discord than mine, or just want to support
Less
Billy.
populated but bigger brained.
Yeah, I would absolutely say that. Bunch of freaking himbos in my shit. Support Billy on Patreon as well. It's patreon.com/BLSSM.
Oh, thank you.
You can support us both. You can support one of us. As long as you're supporting the show, we share money anyway.
Yeah.
We're happy. We're good. We gotta go to
This is like putting a dog in the middle of us and being like, go to your favorite.
Come on.
Go to your favorite.
Come here.
Yeah.
And then some like
You've
weird,
got
in some weird divorce.
you've got a whole like barrel full of cheap dog meat, pig's ears.
Yeah, pig's
And
ears
I've
and
got
stuff.
one delectable
Little sausage.
little sausage from the butchers.
Yeah, a little sausage in a briefcase. Yeah.
Pick who you want.
It's a dog. It's gonna run at me and then run at you and then run back and forth, really excited.
And then
you
run
know?
away with the sausage.
And then sprint in one direction and never come back.
Never to be seen again.
Because he
Perfect.
has the sausage.
Perfect. Great.
During the Tumblr era, actually during any time of my life really,
Yeah.
Whenever I talk about anything at all, and I try and be very careful, I don't want to offend anybody, blah, blah, blah. And we're not talking about like problematic things or anything like that. We're just like, it's just that some people annoy me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try and approach it in this way that's very, very thought out. I will always still get people who are like trying to explain themselves in a message to me. And I'm going to ask that people don't do that.
Yeah. Okay. Are we going to read a second question?
What's the time? Jesus. Okay.
It's the end of a normal podcast episode is what it is. Yeah. What are we doing?
I got to read a question. Oh, it's on my phone, isn't it?
It's on your phone.
Okay.
It's on your phone, honey.
Okay. I'm going to pick this one.
Okay.
This one just says, help. Everyone is in love with me. And it goes, jacks in. We haven't jacked in a while.
We've not jacked in a while.
Huh. You want to jack in now?
Sure.
Well, I'm in bed, but...
Yeah, I can jack in bed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I often do, actually. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
1, anyone can join us at home if you want to jack into the cyberweb with us. 2, just make a real loud sound and stretch the moment we get to 3, and... we are jacked into the cyberweb and ready to respond to this question. It's called Help. Everyone is in love with me? And it goes, jacks in. Hi, hot hosts. Very good. I recently moved to a new city and hence made a couple of new friends when I got here. One of which happened to be interested in me. When they told me, I was quite taken back. And now, much to my dismay, I have developed the completely irrational and perhaps somewhat narcissistic fear that all of my friends I make secretly want to kiss me. How do I solve this problem and make friends without being afraid that they actually want more? Hoping you'll have some advice to share. This person's name, Jack's out.
Okay. Interesting question.
Yeah.
Really funny way to phrase it. I've developed the irrational and perhaps somewhat narcissistic fear that all the friends I make secretly want to kiss me. It's funny because I've had similar fears to this before, but it always does make you feel a bit like, am I just being the most big-headed fucking person in the world right now?
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like that with pretty much any sort of I just assume no one likes me.
Yeah.
And then when they tell me that they do, I'm like, oh, what a surprise. I always take it as the biggest compliment in the world, even if nothing comes of it. It's the biggest, yeah.
You must get fancied a lot though.
I'd say I'm very lucky with how much that I get fancied. Yeah. But I still feel like a gremlin boy.
Okay.
And a pitiful little frail man. So I'm always just kind of, especially when people meet me in person and they don't really know about flat sound, that really adds a lot to my charm, is that I'm successful. Is that I've accomplished something.
Yeah.
So while at the same time I don't like meeting someone and they learn about flat sound and then they go, oh, and start twirling their hair. I'm also very, I don't know. I'm surprised when they know nothing about that and they're still just like, you're really interesting and funny and cute. Oh, interesting.
Interesting that you think that.
Yeah. Very, very odd to me. But it has happened a good bit in my life and I love it. I like it. I'm actually not like this person. I want people to have a crush on me. I want people to like, it's very like, it reinforces a lot of really positive thoughts in my brain.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
And I need that.
Sometimes you do need it. Sometimes, yeah. I don't know. It might be more of a problem for, how to say this? I don't want to say this in a gendered way.
Right.
But people who are like perceived to be more feminine, even if they're not, even if they're totally fucking not, I feel like are the, get unwanted come-ons a lot more. So, women, non-binary, people of various experience. Yeah. I feel like it happens more often with people who it's like, I'm not interested, but it doesn't always have to be a bad thing necessarily.
No, but I'm just now considering what you're saying, and I'm sure that happens all the time with people who aren't me. And even though I find it very flattering and very just neat, cool. I have a lot of friends who are just like, I can't even be friends with this person because they always end up having a crush on me, or they want something more than friendship and blah blah blah. And that's not completely narcissistic. It happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. Here's the thing also. I think that just having a crush on your friends is perfectly fine. And I've got a crush on many of my friends.
Encouraged even, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a crush on many of my friends, and sometimes that's mutual.
Yeah. I have a crush on a lot of your friends too.
I've got very hot friends. Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, thank you.
Understandably. And I think having like a little friendly two-way or one-way crush is totally fine. It's the only thing is that if they try and push it to somewhere that, like, a friendship with a crush is fine. The problem is if they don't want a friendship and the friendship is just like a kind of farce to get something else. That's when it sucks. It's like, you didn't really want to be my friend, or like you just wanted to hook up with me, or you just want to date me, and I don't, even though you know that I'm not interested in that.
Right.
Then that feels kind of just like you're being like disregarded in a certain way.
For sure. Yeah, because then the other person is thinking like selfishly.
Yeah.
Because I'll gender this a little bit just because I feel like this is where a lot of the issue lies. A lot of my female friends will
Your what?
Sorry. I've been texting a lot of my females. Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'm not calling them females. That's totally different.
I know, I'm joking.
God.
I'm definitely joking.
A lot of I used that totally fine just then.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing with you.
Don't.
I'm afraid.
Yeah. Get away.
Oh.
I don't like that we're in bed together anymore.
No.
It feels warm in here.
It is warm in here.
It is a little hot, isn't it?
It's a bit hot.
It's hot under the covers.
Yeah.
A lot of my female friends will struggle making new guy friends, even if it's that's sort of like their preference. They kind of gravitate toward having guy friends, and I think a lot of the trope there, the negative trope there, is that they will then like lead on men, when in reality they just wanted to be friends with somebody, and it's the men who put them in uncomfortable situations that say, well, I can't be friends with you unless we're together. And that happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And
it's like, well, we're not going to be together. It's like, then why were you friends with me? It's like, to be friends.
Yeah, to talk, dude, to hang out, to play fucking video games. Who cares?
Yeah.
But that happens over and over and over again to people, where the crush isn't friendly. The crush is what makes it weird and tears apart the friendship.
Yeah.
So as long as the crush isn't doing that, I'd say it's fine, right?
Yeah. There's a big difference between like a harmless crush that is like an addition to a friendship, rather than the crush is the central thing and the friendship is a ploy, a ploy and a plot. That's no good. I'm trying to remember what they actually asked though. They said, how do I solve this problem and make friends without being afraid that they actually want more? So how do you not have a fear at that? Because I guess I've been in situations before where I'm like, I'm not even going to try and like get friendly with this person because I think that they might fancy me and I don't want to deal with that, Right. And then that's annoying because that's kind of a missed opportunity. But I think probably the answer is just to have firm boundaries, which is not always something that I'm very good at.
Nope. It's a hard thing for anybody to do, and it also puts the responsibility on them.
Yeah.
Because isn't some of the what I don't understand is that the fun of flirting is that kind of a very gentle back and forth where you see if they reciprocate something to you in a slightly stronger way, and then you can it's just playing tennis, it's just playing tennis back and forth,
less forceful. It's more like playing badminton.
No, I go when I hit it. I go when I hit it
real
back.
hard and direct.
Yeah. But in what reality are these? What situation are they? Like how about this? I remember thinking that way thinking very emotionally, thinking very like having friends and thinking, oh no, I'm developing a crush on this person. Mm-hmm. This ruins everything. Because now if I can't be with them, it's going to ruin everything. But I literally had those thoughts in the 7th grade.
Yeah.
So what? There's no fucking excuse.
Yeah, no, it's
you
not.
know?
It's not your problem with someone. That's kind of what I'm saying though. Like, you can't. I don't know. You shouldn't let like the fear of someone else getting like in their emotions stop you from being friends with people necessarily. Like,
Right.
you should just kind of try to be very sure of what you want going into something and be like, well, I know that's what I want, and if they want something else, hey, that is kind of their problem to deal with, you know, because they're not getting it,
Right.
perhaps.
Uh-huh.
But again, it's been a while since I've been in this situation, and also I'm not that good at it in real life. I will just kind of giggle politely to most things.
Me too.
Which is not the best. Yeah.
I'm a completely different person, so I'll encourage it. I'm trying to get them to like me.
Yeah, sometimes.
I need the crush.
Sometimes, but
I need to be crushed. I need to be crushed on.
yeah.
And then
It's nice to be crushed on sometimes, but only if you want the person.
Yeah.
It depends on the person.
This is
yeah.
for all my fellow hots out there that actually want to be crushed on. Because then it's fun, fancy, and free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. My advice is you do you, man.
That's my advice is good luck out there.
Good luck. Yeah.
People are weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Hope they're not one of them. Hope the
What
person
can you do? Well, your other option is don't be friends with anyone. You gotta be friends with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If what they're actually asking is like, how do I carry forth with having friends?
Yeah.
It's the boundaries thing. It's the but also I guess I am in situations sometimes where I'll like bring stuff up about having a partner and stuff, but I'm not. What am I even saying right now? That they should say that they have a partner when they don't. It's a little bit more difficult, but sometimes you do hint at things like that. But always when I hint at stuff like that, it's to reassure somebody that I'm not being a weirdo creep. Yeah. That I'm kind of just like, hey.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to step to you right now.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. But it can also work as a little splash of cold water sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Or it can just want to make a threesome. I don't know.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, there's a problem with being in a hot couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hot couple problems.
Yeah, having a hot wife. That's what hot wifing is complicated.
No. It's not what we're doing.
So many text messages. So many weird men texting me.
I'm sorry that you're hot.
Yeah, that's
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
our advice.
I'm sorry that you're hot. We feel your pain.
We're sorry you're hot.
We feel your pain as fellow hots.
Hey, I get it.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I'm wearing glasses right now.
You are.
Yeah.
And you look intelligent and cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I look textable.
You look like you've read more than 7 books.
And that's what the glasses are deceiving you. They're deceiving you. They make it look like I can read more than an email at a time. And I can't.
Yeah.
And that's how it goes. But yeah, sorry you're hot, but you got to keep having friends and set those firm boundaries. I'm sure you've been in situations before, obviously, especially when we're younger, that the friends they got a crush on you, and then it's not like fun, fancy, free, and liberating. It's actually kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens when I was younger a whole bunch. Mm-hmm. I had a person writing me notes every day in class, like these big long notes, and they would like full blown like giggle and leave them on my desk, and I was like not interested in the person at all. Yeah,
that's funny.
And it went on for like months.
Oh my god.
And
I've never had that, but I didn't go to like a co-ed school, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's odd.
I did have a little kind of gaggle of younger bisexuals when I was like in year 11.
Mm-hmm.
There was this little group of, I guess they were in year 7 or 8, and I was the only like out person in the whole school.
Right.
At that point, when I first joined the school, there were like 2 older lesbians, but they left, and I became the only one there.
They left
with an undercut.
They got married.
They got married. Yeah.
They're actually 2 teachers.
God, I still remember one of their names.
Really?
Yeah, her name was Jess, and she had like black emo hair, and she'd wear her skirts. We had to wear a school uniform. You could tell that out of school she would never wear a skirt, but like she would wear it super long to the floor.
Oh, cool.
She was the opposite of what everyone else did, and I was like, that's so cool, just like really baggy.
Yeah.
And I remember what her MySpace page looked like and everything.
Hell yeah.
I had a big crush on her.
I could see that.
She was a huge stoner though, which made me not that interested.
A stoner chick.
A stoner
You're
lesbian.
like, I'm kind of into rocker chicks myself.
Jess, hit me up. Yeah. Her MySpace page was all weed themed. Anyway.
Weed themed MySpace.
Yeah, it was all black and green with like weed leaves like spinning around. Yeah.
She probably had a bong under that dress. Are you kidding me? Probably a 6-footer. She was tall.
Fucking a strap on with a bong inserted into it.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck yeah.
Anyway, she left. And then by the time I was in year 11, I was the only kind of queer looking person. And I think the only out queer person in the school. Even though I had a boyfriend, I was still like a bisexual, you know. And I had this gaggle like of geese, of like about 4 of them, young girls who had all also decided they were bisexual. Taken that decision, as we all do, to become a bisexual.
They checked it off on there.
And they would hide around corners and stare at me and then run away when I came close. And then I would open my locker a lot of the time to notes from them and letters.
No way.
And drawings.
Drawings?
Yeah. They weren't like, they didn't fancy me. They were just like, teach me how to be cool.
Whoa.
Kind of thing. They weren't romantically interested in me. They were just like idolizing me for some reason.
That's nuts.
Yeah, they would draw me. I remember they left me a drawing of a moth one time because they were like, we asked someone in your class what you liked and they said that you liked moths, so we drew you this moth. Yeah, but they would never talk to me. As soon as I came near them, they'd run away.
You should have started a cult. You were so close. What? They've been so easy to start a cult.
You know how much power you have in an all-girls school just having a haircut?
Yeah, that was enough.
Yeah.
Clearly they didn't speak to you. You're boring. Yeah, you don't have good ideas or thoughts.
But no one ever did it in a flirtatious way. Only that. That's the only notes I ever got left.
No, I got a lot of flirtatious notes in high school.
That's crazy.
Tons of them. Are you kidding me? So many. I probably still have some.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
because when I moved, I still had a couple of them, and I was like, oh my god, this is when Sarah wrote me that fucking note.
Oh, I do remember one actually.
Yeah, it was like all torn up at that point.
Crazy. Well, yeah, you got mad.
At 25, for some reason, I lost my mind and started ripping it up. I called the number on it and it went straight to voicemail.
It said this number hasn't been in use since 2006.
Fuck! It was my last hope. My last hope for getting head that night. Fuck! Reading a note 10 years later.
God. That's so funny.
Yeah, I got a ton of notes. They were cool. I love notes. Love notes. I
love notes.
I loved love notes at the time in high school. Don't write me any now.
Okay.
Yeah, I get my share of weird DMs still, but not nearly as much because I'm fucking old now. 31, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that much of an age difference now, fans are just not fucking interested.
Yeah, most active fans of most music are in that age demographic, yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I also stopped posting selfies a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't ever post selfies.
But you're gonna start posting the podcast videos, so yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm too old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll have me next to you,
Fuck yeah.
holding your collar and a key to your cock cage.
My little chastity, yeah. To my little chastity cock cage.
Ladies, not allowed.
Nope. And then you
Guys,
hand
come on in.
you hand the key to me and I swallow it.
As a hot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
As a magic trick, but also as a hot thing. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like my life. I like where things went. Yeah, I somehow went from my heart goes bum 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 to this.
To this now, yeah.
And I'm happy. And I'd like the key to the chastity cock cage now.
Please, if I may.
I'm gonna do like the thing in the cartoons where they take a magnet and they just like put the key back up through their mouths.
Oh my god.
Yeah, have you ever seen that?
No.
I watched a lot of
cartoons.
Yeah, a lot of Bugs Bunny.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm a Bugs Bunny stan, actually.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is
it's
cool.
Understandable. He's a cute little tuchus.
Understandable.
No.
Okay, so this has been All the Space. This has been All the Space in Between. Thank you guys so much for listening.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Sorry.
I got distracted.
You just looked at me.
Yeah. For some reason, I was like, well, say my name is Mitch. This has been All the Space in Between. My name is Mitch.
My name is Billy. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the podcast. Like we said before, you have been real great with sending us in emails, but we always like more of them. If you got anything you would like us to answer or give advice on, art related, heart related, anything else you can think of, please email us. Our email address is
allthespaceinbetween@gmail.com. And I know you liked the episode. Come on. Give me at least that. You liked the fucking episode. And come on.
Fucking admit it.
Admit you got some friends that might also like this episode.
You do.
If that's true, please tell them about the fucking show. We rely on you solely for helping this podcast grow.
Yeah.
You know what I did last fucking week?
What?
Because I talked about it on the show. Previously saying like, you know what I should just start doing, because I'll post it in the Discord and be like, here's the episode. Why don't I just also post it in like an Instagram story and be, here's the new episode, you know, just so some people can click, some people can listen, you know. So I did it, and I literally got like several messages from people who were just like, hey, look who's doing what he said he was doing. Hey, good boy, look who's doing it.
So the only replies you got were not from people like, whoa, cool that you have a pod. It was all just from people who already listened to the podcast. So they're like, hey, good for you, man.
I see you, bro. Come on, keep promoting.
Keep it up.
So I'm going to do that, but I need you to match that fucking energy.
Yo.
Match that energy. Tell people about the show. Please, we really appreciate it more than anything. We are on Apple Podcasts. We are on Spotify. We are on YouTube. Soon to be ourselves on YouTube. Not just beautiful looping footage. You know, thank God we're doing that, because I have completely run out of lamps. I am no more lamps in my house that I can film.
No more lamps to film.
No, I ran out of ceiling fans. I ran out of things. And because it's getting dark so early, and I do the video after I'm all done editing, it's already dark, so I can't go outside and film anything.
Yeah.
I'm out, man. We have to start recording ourselves, because I'm all tapped out of looping footage.
Yeah. We got nothing.
We got absolutely nothing. So that will come soon. But we're on all of those platforms. Just search All the Space in Between. Tell your friends search All the Space in Between. But we also have a website, a very convenient location you can send all of your friends, or you can go yourself. You want to listen to every episode we've ever done, and our website is
allthespaceinbetween.com.
Thank you guys so much for listening. New episodes every Monday.
Bye.
Bye-bye.